All right, guys, it's been about 5 months. Last update was back in August of 24. Today is inauguration day, January 2025. So where are we today? We've gotten a ton of work done. So when we left off last time, it was kind of plumbing, and you'll notice motor, body, chassis, all the parts. Everything's kind of yard saled right now. We'll get to that. So the chassis is nowhere to be seen. So we'll go over some of the work, and I say some. Oh man, it's been a ton of hours. So first and foremost, Firewall is painted. It's satin black. I am not a painter. I am not a body man. You got some low spots here. There's some waves over here. There's pinholes. But you know what? I don't care. We also we did epoxy primer on the whole firewall, whole bottom side of the car, and then came in. You can see the line there. The whole bottom side of the car I did in Raptor liner. That came out pretty slick. So should be pretty tough. The inside of the trans tunnel, everything. So yeah, I haven't done the inside yet. I'm gonna wait to get the body back on. But a couple of you may have seen this before. See something new. We've got some new inner wheel tubs. So those are the ABC Performance mini tubs. Basically get you 2 extra inches per side of tire space. Let me loop around back there. That was a ton of work. I was trying to find somebody to do that for me, and for the life of me, I couldn't find anybody willing to do the work. I mean, that wasn't going to be, astronomically priced. So yeah, we got both of those wheel tubs done. While we were at it, I replaced the whole trunk floor. It came in a 3-section piece. So it went, that flange, there's a seam right there, as well as right along through here. And then a butt seam that runs right below that radius. And then, like I said, we cut a 2-inch strip parallel with the tire. You can kind of see, probably a little bit better on this side. Light sucks. But anyways, keep in mind, I am not a fabricator. It doesn't look the best. I'm gonna zoom in real close. Look at that. Boogers. Keep in mind, I still have a little bit of final grinding to do. I just roughed it out, but it is done. Under here, Raptor lined, whole bottom side. It took so much time to clean this thing out. Should have grabbed a flashlight, but the wheel tub all in there. And we actually, from the flange, this is where the frame rail is on the Roaster Shop chassis. So from this flange to the inside of the quarter, it's like 14 inches. That should be more than enough for us when we eventually get wheels. So yeah, in the past couple months, we've been doing sheet metal work. First time, this is the first time I've done any of this. So replacing the trunk floor, doing the mini tubs, drive shaft tunnel, trans tunnel, raising the floor bracing. This is all the first time I've done this, so I've made a ton of mistakes. Even the wheel tubs, the first one I did, we got it done, but the second one went much, much smoother. So that brings us to, where's the chassis? Well, we dropped it off at the powder coater today. So it's hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have that thing back on Friday this week. We'll have to get the ball joints pressed in, back into the front control arms. And we're gonna start assembly, man. We're just going satin black on everything. Much like the engine compartment, everything's gonna be satin black, nice and simple, clean. Not too flashy. I had the Firewall painted before, this body color, and it was nice, but I wanted to be less of a focal point, if that's even a thing. But I mean, we had tons of holes up here that we fixed. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I mean, it's kind of a quick update, but it doesn't do justice the amount of man hours. And those of you that know, you know, it's a ton. And the sheet metal was probably the biggest challenge. The paint wasn't bad. You should have seen it. We had the body, you know, right here on the lift, and plastic everywhere. Box fans, you can kind of see some of the overspray on the floor. But it came out, I'll give it a solid meh plus. I'm happy with it. It's definitely not perfect. Hindsight, it's because I did overlay this panel over the factory firewall. After all the metal work that I have done, I should have cut that thing out. So if you're going to be doing this, as daunting as it may sound, you know, drop yourself in, you know, a 1/4 inch from the corners and just cut the whole thing out. The fitment is so much better when you do it that way. So I think that's my 2 cents, at least at this point. I mean, we've got almost everything. I mean, I've made stainless fuel lines. We've got the drive shaft. We've got almost everything to get this thing put back together and running, with the exception of the wire harness and computers. So I'm selling feet picks if anybody's interested. You know, need some help in the finance department. But short of that, it'll be a short time until we can get that going. But our new deadline, you know, we missed our original one that we set when we started the project of, you know, looking at Christmas lights. We had some things come up and that pushed us out a couple months, but we're targeting June 6th, which is the last day of school for my kids. So I'm hoping that we can get the kids picked up in this thing on the last day of school. Albeit it will not be painted on the exterior. It'll probably be 8 different colors. I don't care. If it runs and drives, sounds good, you know, does burnouts, that's a win. That's a win in our book. And at least then we can enjoy it for a little bit, because this has been a huge undertaking to this point. But it's one of those things, while you're there's so many projects that it's never going to be easier to do it than it is right now. So it's just what it needs. Last thing, my 9-inch third member, my diff, is with my buddy Perry built. He's re-gearing. Actually, he's already done. He re-geared it. So we had a 350 gear with the old TKO 600. The new 10-speed, we geared it to 3.00. So it's a 300 gear. Little bit shorter than what like the ZL ones came with. I think they came with like a 285, but it'll be more than adequate. Extra short when we're running the 26-inch tire, but eventually when we go to an 18, we're gonna get a 28-inch tall tire. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So next weekend we should be the start of it, final assembly, and I can't wait. It's been 3.5 years of work, 100% garage built, all by me. It's a proud moment. It really is. We're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So let me know what you guys think. You know, it's not a whole bunch to look at right now, but as we start putting the thing together, I should be able to start. It's going to start looking like a car again, and we'll be really moving towards the finish line. So don't mind that. The plastic and the run, yeah, that's all going to get sanded down when I paint it. So I am not a painter. I suck at painting, and my booth sucked. So all right, anywho, well, have a good Monday. Enjoy the week, and we'll check in later. Bye.